Okay, so I guess I could put more lights on. I am preparing papaya, tangerine, cucumber, parsley juice, and soak this is trimmed parsley. My husband is on the phone in the background. Soak the parsley. This is the well water that we have here. It's the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful greens. I love them. Okay, what do we have here today? I just get out my utensils. We've got some cucumbers to peel. These are nice, very crispy. That's always good when you're juicing, because otherwise if you've got soggy cucumbers, sometimes, well, I mean, getting the juice out is all well and good, but soggy cucumbers are hard to put through the juicer, I should say, or most juicers. You know, they can sort of get a bit mushy, and you know, I'm using the Sana Supreme juicer these days. That seems to cope rather well if I have difficulty with sloshy fruits and vegetables sort of getting stuck. Then I simply run through some greens and that will solve the problem. I don't have to do too much. Actually, I could fit this hole through the chute of the juicer, but I do like to just do some quick prepping like that. It makes it, that's my routine. Of course, I don't have any fixed rules. Every day is different. I try out different ways of doing things. There you go. Got to peel this. My husband is speaking to a friend that had some trouble with his truck breaking down the other day while he was having problems with his heart and breathing. Anyway, some nice people came, you know, strangers in the street, well, in the street driving by, some ladies helped and brought him to the hospital for what he needed. That's what he needed, and then also helped to bring him home. So afterward, some very kind-hearted people out there. So these are the beautiful papayas. Can you see them? Very, very beautiful. Fresh fruit. And of course I'll scoop the seeds out. There is toxicity to seeds, so be cautious, be cautious.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. just listen to everything you hear online about what is safe to consume. Plenty of bogus information going around out there. This is nice and firm, yet very nicely ripened. Not too soggy as at this stage. The papaya is very good for clearing any clogs or relaxing any agitation in the liver or gallbladder. Typically, if my husband or I go through a little bit of a detox purge, or what some people call Herxheimer's reaction, then papaya is on the menu as soon as oral intake is permissible again, because when the body is toxic and releasing, oftentimes you can go through or very ill phases where you cannot take anything by mouth. It just won't be possible. Like the intestinal tract will just shut down, you know. Practically as a self-defense mechanism in some ways. There are ways to get around that at home. Not to change the subject to the bathroom stuff, but colonics and enemas can be very hydrating in emergency cases. And also for someone that's very ill in liver failure, you know, people have been revived from end-stage liver failure, administering nutrients, herbs, water through the enemas and coffee enemas to activate the glutathione enzyme in the liver and the gut, and people have been brought out of hepatic comas in that way. So there's plenty to be learned, and to learn how to do those things and have your supplies at home is a good thing. I thought I knew some things about this stuff, but when my husband and I last year both had to face some challenges in our physical bodies, and we basically both had different situations that arise at different times, but we had to learn more about managing our care at home, because we prefer to avoid the hospitals. So this is, right now, this is what we've got going for the juice. And I'll just pause this for a minute till I can get back to the juicing. Okay, so now I'm just going to do the assembly of the juicer. So that's the main chamber. I've pre-cleaned everything. And we've got the auger. And of course the filter. And a little end cap. And the tamper. And we've got the supplies for the juice for today. All here. Cucumber, papaya, parsley, and lovely tangerines. in a saucer. I'm going to put the juicer on high. And I also got my bag. Put in the juice. There. There we go. Okay. You see how beautiful and quick and easy that is. Beautiful, right? This will keep going. Juicing. Cucumber. That beautiful, beautiful color. Can you see that? Beautiful color. Right. I always say you can't get that in a pill or a capsule. juice that's gonna get filtered through the mesh bag. You see there? Let's just move that out of the way. That is what is the remainder of the pulp. That goes to the compost. And then the juice is, so there's kind of the mesh bag. This is how I do it, because I juice a lot every day. I try to avoid getting too preachy about the process of juicing. Look, people have different opinions, but I can tell you for sure, both my husband and I are greatly benefited from this process. So let's see how much we have here. We've got that's half a gallon container. This one is a quart. Okay, not bad at all. So that's prepared for two. Both my husband and I are juicing together. So we haven't eaten anything solid today. We've just been juicing. This is how it goes for us these days. And we're feeling good with this program. So there you go. Papaya, cucumber, tangerine, parsley juice. Thank you for being here. Have a great day.